Now, from Brokerage Comedy Club, where I met Frank and we were in a class together, Frank Hamilton. Give him a round of applause and welcome him up here. And for you young ones, you may want to close some of your ears, or two of your ears. Okay, Frank.
Thanks, Fran. Looking good, girl. Fran's like one of those old Volkswagen Bugs. The junk in her trunk's up front. Well, as you know, my name's Frank Hamilton. I'm from Long Island, but not from any of the real fancy sections like Howard Beach or anything. I'm from a little town called Brentwood, but if you were to go there, you'd probably better know it as Mexico. Actually, it's mostly El Salvadorian these days, but according to my Uncle George, if you're speaking of Spanish, it's all Mexican. Hey, besides the drugs, the murder, and the rape, it's really not that bad a place to live. I admit, we do have a gang problem. There's Nietas, Latin Kings, MS-13. There's even my gang. The white guy's too afraid to leave the house. I know the name's a little long, but that just shows people we're fucking serious. Normally we just have our gang meetings by Skype, or we spam rival gang members. Otherwise, we just stay inside, watch Shameless on Demand. I have this Hispanic buddy of mine. He's always telling me how much he hates white people. But the thing about him is he's as dark as me. So I ask him, I say, Rich, well, if I'm white, then what color are you? And he says, well, I'm Puerto Rican. So I said, oh, I see, I never learned that color. My family never could afford ethnic Crayola. Well, a little more about myself. I'm a lazy, degenerate gambling, godless nympho pothead. And yeah, ladies, I'm single.
Let's not all fight.
I date. I even found my soulmate, and we were alike in so many ways. And then I dumped her because I realized, what a loser. Nowadays, I just go out on blind dates. Like the other day, I got to the house. She comes to the door with her sunglasses and cane. She asked to check me out, so I think she wants to rub my face. Instead, she starts rubbing me. She's like, good enough. Want to come inside? So I said, nah, I'll just pull out. I don't want kids. The other day I was on another date, and not only do I wish I was blind, but also deaf. I don't want to hear about your cat, your job, your husband. So I did what I do with all my one-night stands. I took her to one of Long Island's finest hotel parking lots. It's not that I'm cheap, I know what you're thinking, but you know, I just don't like spending money on other people. And besides, you park between two vans, it's like you got your own room anyway. I mean, I like drugs and gambling. I don't like wasting my money on stupid shit. One time we pulled in, I saw 2 18-wheelers. I said, hey, looks like we got the presidential suite tonight. The other day I was on another date, and after we were done, she's like, that'll be $200 bucks. I said, what? Shouldn't you pay me? I'm the one who had to wear the fucking condom. I'd have been better off going to the porno shop, buying one of those sex flashlights. Then at least the tool I'm fucking would have helped me in the event of a blackout. I know what you're thinking, yeah, I'm cheap. But I like to consider myself thrifty. And that's something I learned from my uncle. He taught me all types of stuff. When I was 8, he showed me how to go drinking for free. We'd go to the supermarket, we'd take some beer, go down the aisle, and chug as fast as we could. One time we got so wasted we had to sober up at Sleepy's. Now my niece, she's always giving me dirty looks every time I ask her to come shopping with me. I'm just trying to pass along generations of knowledge. In case you were wondering, I like sarcasm. You know, it's great because you can say what you really think and then say, just kidding. Like, hey, beautiful, I'd love to have sex with you. I'm just kidding, just kidding. And then maybe later? Just kidding. See, my ex, she used to tell me I put my foot in my mouth so much Nike should sponsor my tongue. She would tell me all types of stuff. And she'd ask me some of the dumbest questions like, hey, do you like tanning? Yeah, sure, I love tanning beds. I always wondered what it was like to be a hot pocket. She even asked me why I like to smoke pot in the morning. I told her, hey, I like to know what I'm doing for the rest of the day. Nothing. She'd always come home and she'd be like, why are you always in the kitchen? You're always either in the kitchen or the den. Why are you always in those places? Do you ever do anything else? I just don't like rooms that tell me what to do. She used to ask me, why are you so racist? And I say, I'm not racist. I just believe in stereotypes. Do you know a better way to prejudge people before you meet them? I mean, just the other day I was playing basketball, and I thought to myself, man, if I were 6'8" and black, I'd probably be in jail. And I know it's not that I'm racist, I'm obvious. I mean, black people are good athletes, Asians are horrible drivers, and being white's the best. I mean, you gotta get some for having a little dick. And I know what you mean. I've seen many of footage in my forays of making love to myself where white guys had pretty big and better than average dicks. So I was like, wow. But then I clicked on another link. You know, I like variety. And it said BBC, which I only assumed meant Big Black Charlie, because in walks this big black guy, looked like he was sitting on the cannon of a Russian tank. Then he goes to put it in this little white girl, looked like he was trying to fit a magnolia tree into a No. 2 pencil sharpener. Alright everyone, I think I've offended enough people tonight. I'll just leave you with this one last bit of tidbit of information. Why is herpes better than true love? Because at least when herpes leaves you, you know it's coming back.
Thank you, Frank Hamilton. Right, you see more Frank. Great set, great joke. I love that. Premise, setup, punch, one after the other like that. That's great.